So this is hard enough for us to go ahead and pull this off. So we'll see how well the plastic works. As I tip the piece up, you can tell that the epoxy has returned back to its original color. It's a real darker blue. As I was mixing it, and I've mentioned this a few times already, the color is faded or diluted. Kind of hard to judge what it's going to look like as you're pouring the piece. Just one of them things that I guess you'd have to work through using this combination of Stone Coat and Alumilite translucent dye. Here I think the plastic piece, or the plastic, worked pretty good. I still have some kinks to work out and maybe some different variations of a different plastic or whatnot. I think that it was real simple and quick to set up, cheap. I could use any board or any framework, and I didn't have to worry about siliconing anything together. The plastic removed fairly easily. I'm not sure, I used painter's plastic here, this real thin plastic, and then I used a sheathing plastic underneath, a thicker plastic. Maybe it would have been better to use skip the painter's plastic and just go right to the sheathing plastic. I'm not sure. I have some more experimenting to do, and I want to do some flood coats with this type of method, see if it's even worth it. There could definitely be some cons on this as well. If you get a hole in the plastic, it could leak out, but if you don't get your silicone set up right on the melamine, it could leak out too. So you just got to be careful on your setup and make sure everything is sealed up. Here I'm preparing for the next pour. I'm getting another piece of painter's plastic to put between the sheathing plastic and the bench. It's pretty good stuff to use so far. It's real thin, so it grind off real easily if any of it attaches to the epoxy, and it costs a lot less than sheathing plastic per square foot. So here I'm getting ready to clean off any of the previous plastic that was attached to the epoxy and any packing tape that is attached, so I can start filling in any bug holes and any cracks and splits and knot holes that I wasn't able to get to from the top side. So I'm thinking, I did 12 ounces before. I'm thinking I'm just going to do like 6 ounces, or I'm sorry, yeah, 6 ounces. Stopwatch set up. I'll set it for 4 minutes, and if I can get to 4 minutes mixing, then all the better. Yeah, so I'll pour 4 ounces of resin. Yep. 4 ounces of resin and 2 of the hardener. That's good. And I am using Stone Coat Countertop Supercast. Gonna be fine. So, like before, I'm shooting for the color aqua. I'm not gonna get it perfect. For me, it's hard to match colors. So as long as you try to stay consistent with from one pour to another, that's about the best you can hope for, in my opinion. So I'm using Alumilite, ocean blue translucent dye. I noticed with about 12 ounces on my previous pours, about 1 drop would be really good for what I'm going for. And so I'm doing 6 ounces. I'm just going to do kind of just a little drop and mix in with a toothpick. Kind of what I think it should look like. Now, that's going to turn out nice and bluish.